What's going on, guys? What's going on, Senorita?
Hey.
Hey. Hey. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm admiring this yellow brick path that you got going here.
Yeah, check it out. Guys, we actually ran out of these bricks. This is the extent of all the bricks in the middle part that we painted. That's it. What are we
That's
gonna
okay. We have more bricks over there to be painted.
They're not exactly the same kind, though.
No, but we'll figure it out.
Guys, we're going on a spur-of-the-moment trip. Buckle your seatbelts, kiddos.
Kiddos. Okay, Dad, let's go.
Here we are on our way to Niagara Falls.
I was so excited, you guys. I haven't been to Niagara Falls since 1993 or 1994. Like, I was 7 or 8 years old the last time I went there. So this is super exciting.
We were going the secret way, too. This isn't the way most people from the area where we live go, because it takes longer to get there.
But it was so beautiful. The sky was gorgeous. I mean, look at those clouds. Blue skies, water on the right of you. It was just gorgeous.
So here you get off the parkway, and to the right there is State Park on the beach. It's either Hamlin Beach State Park or Lakeside Beach State Park. I'm not sure. But here we are, 4 o'clock, Sunday afternoon, nice day, no cars on the road.
It was an fantastic drive. I mean, there was no complaints on my part.
Where are all the cars? Where are all the people?
I don't know.
Like, this is New York. When you think of New York, you don't think of wide open roads with nobody on them. You think tall skyscrapers, yellow taxis. Oh, there's the sign of Niagara Falls. And yeah, so then we're still in New York. Here we are. There's a farm on your right, and on the left, corn. They're growing corn.
I was surprised just how many farms there were that close to the water, that far north, because it does get cold here in winter, but it's so beautiful. Look at those fields.
You like this sort of scenery because this is what you remember more growing up than me, I think.
Uh-huh. I green fields, gold fields when there's corn, blue skies.
I think Pennsylvania's slightly more rural, too.
Yeah, especially the area where I grew up, because I grew up in the center of the state and not in Philly and not in Pittsburgh.
This spot right here, by the way, on the left, right there, we used to stop when, say, Matt and I would drive up Niagara Falls, because we've gone to Niagara Falls so many times because it's so close. And you can take the path down to a little creek and whatever, pit stop, hide out, take a leak. Just, rest your legs.
Check out that Hallyu Back water bottle.
What's up, Hallyu Back? Look at these gorgeous houses on the water, though. They're probably really expensive, don't you think?
Well, and there were sailboats out there because there was the marina. While you were talking, we forgot to talk about that, but the marina was beautiful and there were white sailboats out on the water. It was just such a picturesque day. It was a pretty momentous occasion.
So here we are getting closer to the falls. We're probably about less than 10 minutes away. This is the Niagara Power Project. That's what it says. And it harnesses the power of the water to create electricity, I think.
So hydroelectric power.
I think so. And you can see Canada, look.
Yay!
So there's a couple of casinos there, hotels. See the buildings there just creeping out over the railing. And this is Niagara Falls, the township Niagara Falls. We noticed a lot of helicopters when we were there.
There were a lot of helicopters. They were flying off a lot. I wonder if it was people that were tourists just to go and see the falls. Do they offer that as a service?
I think they do. I think you can pay for it and fly over the falls and get that experience. Okay, so I want to teach you guys a little tip. If you're going to Niagara Falls, park at the casino because it's free. And I'm not sure if all the parking in Niagara Falls is free, but it's totally free in the casino parking center. And we checked out the casino a little bit, of course, because we were parking in the casino. It's not that much further from the falls. Did we do any gambling?
We did not.
Come on, tell them the truth.
We didn't do any gambling.
Guys, we dropped the Hyundai. You should have seen Steph at the slot machines.
Oh, quit joking around.
Look at, you're like wide-eyed. Okay, we're out of there. Nope, we didn't gamble. Look at how fast we were in. And out, baby, in and out.
That was only the second time I was in a casino. The only other casino I've been in is in Korea. So it was very, like, eye-opening. And it was very colorful.
It's very colorful indeed. It wasn't the first casino in Niagara Falls, though. I was telling you about this when we were there. The first casino ever in Niagara Falls was on the Canadian side. Fun fact. And so that was a big deal for all of us who live within the vicinity. Like, my father would like to go there, and our friends, we would go over to Canada and gamble. But now we have one in New York, so we don't ever have to go to Canada anymore if we want to lose our money.
There's a lot of touristy areas, touristy things to do around the area. I remember Canada being even more touristy, but there was people from all over the world. We were kind of playing a game of guess what country they were from while we were walking around, because we could hear all these different languages and all these different accents around us, which was kind of cool.
There were a lot of seagulls as you get really close to the water. So you can see the mist from the American side of the falls from this vantage point, and you get excited when you get this close, especially if you haven't been there in a long time. What were you feeling when you started to be able to see them?
I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous because, like I said, I haven't been there in so long. I actually was at the Canadian side, but I was driving around and I couldn't actually see the falls whenever I was in college. So this is my first glimpse of Niagara Falls as an adult, and it was just beautiful. I was taking so many photos, so much painting inspiration.
You got a lot of inspiration, huh?
I can't wait to paint and see what comes out.
I think we went on a good day. Even though it was a Sunday, there weren't that many people there for some reason. I think most people go over to Canada.
And it wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold. It was like the perfect temperature, because when you get closer to the falls, it's a little bit cooler, but it was just so pretty. I mean, look at that.
And the water seems clean too.
It was just so blue and so aqua at other points in time. It was just gorgeous, you guys. Absolutely gorgeous.
Here you are trying to take it all in.
Take
it all in.
I was totally taking it all in. I was there in my, I dressed all up. I was there. It was daytime. Oh, so fun. Look how pretty.
It's so beautiful right now. So here's a nice slow-mo shot. Look at how close.
I'm glad that you got some of these shots because I didn't get any video, I think, of this. I know I Snapchatted it, so people who are on Snapchat could actually see the waterfalls, but I forgot to save my Snapchat video.
I love how the steam rolls off. It looks like it's rippling up, but in a circular motion as it rises.
Well, and the colors and the lines and just how everything flowed, it's just very artistically appealing.
Did you want to go over to Canada while we were there? Did you have the urge?
You know, I didn't. But see, the thing is, now we live close by that we can go back another time. It was the perfect day trip. To me, it's so unbelievable that we did it as a day trip and that we can do it again as a day trip, that it's so close by, and yet I had never been here before with you.
Such a big attraction that we live close to.
And it's, I was happy. I was just so happy to be there. And it was a great place to clear your mind and,
Can you imagine going there in the wintertime? Oh, guys, by the way, okay, so this seagull only has one leg. Or so I thought, which is why I'm videotaping this particular part, but then it gets kicked off by another seagull and it goes over and flies, and if you look carefully, it has two legs now.
I was just holding one up.
It had it tucked underneath its wing, or I don't know. Do you guys know how a seagull does that? And then just flew off. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly over Niagara Falls. Don't mind me.
It was doing seagull pose. Seagull yoga. That's a cool bridge. I took quite a few photos of that bridge.
Yep, and we are about to walk over it, but we just kept stopping for photo ops. It was a photo op Sunday.
Because I was just obsessed with the scenery. It was so beautiful. I was like, these colors, this driftwood.
I don't know if any of you are from Brazil or Argentina or South America that are watching, but Iguazu Falls, which is in between Paraguay, Argentina, and Brazil, is actually prettier and bigger than this, but you wouldn't think it. I don't know if it's bigger, but it's definitely more rural. It's more out into the middle of the jungle. But seeing this makes me feel like this is close to that. But then when you go down to Argentina and Brazil, there's way more people here.
Go you for going to Argentina and Brazil. Someday, maybe I'll go to Iguazu. But I was just really happy to be at Niagara Falls.
This is going onto the little island there. It's actually an island that this bridge leads you onto, which makes me a little wary of so many people every day going onto the island in between the American side of the falls. Like, eventually, isn't it just going to fall over into the river? No?
No, you think the way that erosion happens, it's so slow that it's very doubtful that that would happen.
And everybody's snapping photos.
Of course. And I am snapping photos as well.
How many photos do you think you took?
I have no idea. Way too many. I have to weed through them.
Hundreds?
I wouldn't say hundreds.
You'd say less than 100.
I would say...
Way too many, less than 100?
I would say about 100.
About 100? You took way more than 100. If we had to count, I bet it's easily 200 or 300. Look, you are with your phone again. Oh, look at selfie.
Selfies.
Everybody's selfie, look.
Selfie central.
It's totally selfie central. And when we walked over there, nobody was there. And then as soon as I filmed this, there wasn't even enough space for me to stand there. This particular spot, by the way, was my favorite spot because we didn't film that much, but we hung out and spent a bunch of time just talking and being there.
Well,
we didn't film everything. Look at that. I love that view.
And it's gorgeous, and you can feel the water rushing past you. So, like, you can feel the vibrations from the water rushing under your feet. You can look down and watch the people getting soaked that want to be getting soaked. We did not do that part of Niagara Falls.
You gotta be really careful with your camera, too. It seems like it's adventurous, but really it's just slippery as all get out.
I'm sure.
Cavern of the Winds, I think that's called.
Ah.
Look at how close to the water, my God. It looks dangerous. It looks adventurous. I don't know if I've done it, actually. I did it a couple times, but...
See, I was just happy to do it the way that we did because we got a late start. We got to enjoy it. We watched the sunset over the falls and over Canada, and it was so beautiful. And I keep saying the word beautiful and gorgeous and stuff like that, but like, seriously, you guys, one of the most beautiful days of the year. This was the night of the lunar eclipse.
Supermoon lunar eclipse.
Yeah. And we were there, and it was just such a cool space to be in on that day, and to be there together. It was just truly magical.
Look at all the gulls swarming that boat. That's the Maid of the Mist, by the way, guys. You can catch it on the American and the Canadian side, but I think the Canadian side was the only one running. There's a more wide-angle shot.
And the Maid of the Mist goes near the falls, or does it go...
It goes really close to the Horseshoe Falls, which are the Canadian side falls, but it doesn't go under. Oh, we're lovers.
We enjoyed it.
So this is the third section that we went to, which is the furthest you can go over to the west side on the American side in New York State, and it was under construction.
Yes. Gotta love the fences. But despite the chain link fences, it was still beautiful, especially with the birds flying and watching the sunset.
So usually you can go down past where all the construction equipment is, really close to the water, and you can see the Horseshoe Falls up close. So you can get nice shots of the Horseshoe Falls, which are really prettier, or most people consider prettier than the USA side. And you can get a lot closer to Canada too. This lady with her selfie, look at her.
Oh, selfie sticks. You don't see them as much here as you did in Korea, but you still see them.
Well, her case, it worked out well because the fence was in the way. So she was able to just hoist it over the fence.
And get a shot of this beautiful sunset, and it truly was magnificent.
Guys, we totally weren't gonna vlog today because yesterday was the painting show and we were gonna take a rest today. And we took a rest by coming to Niagara Falls.
And it was inspiring and artistic in its own right, and it's been a fantastic weekend.
And it just got really dark. We were about to get up and go. Check out our view right now as we're getting out. That's it. That's Canada over there. A couple of casinos, Embassy Suites. It's been a good day.
It's time to roll.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for watching. Click the like button. We'll see you next time. So we're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye.
Steph was painting as well. Stephanie, come here, sweetie. Because I just love you. Steph was painting as well, and I want you guys to take a look at what she did that looks like summertime in Mars. Awesome, dope, amazing with the sunrise, and I should live there. That's really nice, man. Do you know, what do you call that?
Well, my theme was a new day, so I